Tell them to come up to the shop right quick. Okay, all right. Good. Yeah, I can do that. Be that truck shop.
All right, I'll tell you what, Cal City Cal, I heard about you. You know, I think I first met you at US 41.
I talked to you on the phone several times.
Okay.
We never met each other.
All right. Well, Cal, give me some history if you don't mind.
History about Chicago grudge races?
History about Chicago grudge races.
I can remember, I'm 41 years old. I can remember being in high school. All you heard was Big Drag name. And I remember seeing him racing right down the street here, South Chicago. Fat Kevin.
Yeah. I was gonna name Fat Kevin too. Allen.
What's the guy that died in Argyle Gardens? Right? No, I can't think of his name. Country, Big Country.
Yeah.
I just remember hearing all these guys and actually watching the races at night, and never thought I would have the car that I have today. Never thought I'd be actually building cars. It's you guys help me out here. I don't know. I kind of look up to drag, and guys like them, or anybody. I got mad respect for anybody that race, class race, grudge race, whatever. And you mentioned us being legends. I don't consider myself being a legend as of right now, but I am out there. I did a lot of class racing. My car's out there. People know me. I got a pretty fast car, I think, and never grudge raced before. But my feet hurt. I'm not running. If the shoe fit, wear it. I'm there. That's pretty much all I got, you know.
All right, Sam.
Yes, sir.
If you can give me, if you can add on, see, Cal City Cal, he gave me some names, but the world doesn't know anything about those names. They don't know what kind of car they had, what kind of suspension they had, whether they were Chevy people, whether they're like Ford, whether they were chassis men, body men, tuners, fabricators. Can you expound on some of the names that he gave, and if you can, give us, you know, walk us down memory lane for the years that they raced?
Man, I can go back to what the late '80s, the early '90s. I would say, I mean, he said Fat Kevin. Fat Kevin was like the man as far as one of the big guys. Fat Kevin, I mean, you know, they say drag, you know, he was Mr. B.
Drag was West Side.
Yeah,
drag was West Side. See, we over here South and East Side.
You come over here and woman somebody.
When the South Side came, when the West Side came to the South Side, it was like a big thing. The whole West Side seemed like they was coming to the South Side.
That's the rivalry. That's the rivalry.
It was like a big, you know, a big thing, you know. So Fat Kevin, he had several cars. Monte Carlo, Allen, you know, Donnell. Yeah, it was several people, but drivers.
I gotta give a shout out to Uncle Keith because that's who I watched coming up.
Yeah,
first man I ever saw put a whooping on Drag's ass.
Whoa.
Yeah, he raced a lot of people.
I had to say it, Danye Uncle. That's who I'm gonna mention him because he's from over here on the east side. I grew up watching him all my life.
But
so that's who I saw watching.
Is actually a legend.
Right,
I mean, if you say legends, those, you know, those people
and a very approachable guy.
Oh,
very approachable.
One of the nicest guys you ever met.
Absolutely, yeah.
But you have to say, I mean,
you have to mention
just I mean, you gotta say, y'all, you know, as far as people that raced a lot, I mean, it's a lot of people. It's you can say Fat Kevin, you can say Skin, you can say, I mean, Skin raced a whole lot of people, including me and whooped me. So I know for sure, right here on South Chicago.
Yeah, a lot of racing out there, man.
So
Skin been around a long time. I mean, I'm
Mr. B. man, Herb Sherman, my brother. You gotta say,
Rough Racing.
You gotta say,
Racing.
Mountain Dew. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, legend, Mountain Dew. Yes, sir. Rest in peace.
Oh man. So
rest in peace. Yes, sir.
You talking about the late '90s, the early, I mean the late '80s, the early '90s.
Early '80s. I take it back like this.
Names like Mountain Dew went back to the '60s.
35 years.
Yeah.
And they raced right here on this street.
What's the name of the street?
South Chicago Avenue.
South Chicago
right
Avenue.
at this light.
Okay.
And we lived around the corner. I could hear it every Friday, Saturday night.
Sneaking out the house.
In the morning.
13 years old, sneaking out the house.
I sneak out the house. I'm like 8, 9 years old.
Yes,
I'm standing out here watching all these legends.
Climbing out my back window, coming up here to watch the races.
And they were approachable then. You know what I'm saying?
You talking about race
like
chasing.
I knew.
You talking about the police, once you get on South Chicago, they chase you from South Chicago to New Doty. Well, not New Doty, but Old Doty back then. Old Doty to 130th Street. From 130th back to 95th and Cottage Grove.
The police leave, they come right back.
Right.
You know, the police leave, everybody scout out, they go to White Castles or wherever, and they come back. And then, you know, and you just to see that as a kid just watching it, and no arguments, just people just racing back to back. And then, you know, it's like, man, you want to be a part of that. These guys had nice cars, and they worked on their own cars, and they had grudges against each other, and it was real. And then you watch that, and then it's like they accept you as watching. I remember skiing. I was a shorty. He say, "Hey, shorty, y'all got that shop there? I need some air."
That's probably him.
Man, it was a pleasure for me to come over here and get the air tank. And here you go, Mr. Skiing. The house late at night, watching these guys perform, man. Watching the rivalry, watching the way they talk to each other. The cars going down the track non-stop racing. And all these guys was approachable. And you know, you're trying to build a car, walk in their footsteps. If you had any questions, you know, you can go and ask.
All right, let me ask you something now, Chuck. You said one of the main keywords. You said all these guys are approachable. There's a lot of grudge racers out here. They have their behinds up on their back. A lot of these grudge racers are turned into NASCAR divas now. Can you comment on that? Can any of you gentlemen comment on that?
I've started off with a car that I've been building like 7 years. And I don't have all the answers. But I know some guys out here that go real fast. And anytime I get stuck in a different direction, I go ask these guys. It's pretty much free advice. And they will break it down to the point you like, okay, I got it. Do you need me to help you? Prime example. I talked to this man right here about putting a, what was I trying to do? Widen the tire, put wheelie bars on? And he said, well, why you want wheelie bars? I said, I'm trying to keep the car on the ground, you know. He said, well, why don't you back hat? I said, I don't have that kind of money to be doing all. He said, I'm a welder by trade. I'll help you. You just buy the stuff, give me such and such amount of dollars, and don't tell nobody, and I'll do it. Man, the man, I said, well, I'll help you, you know. He said, no, just, you know. And he did. Now, here's the thing. That was our third conversation together.
So you know, and you know what? I'm glad you touched upon that. And I'm going to say this before I introduce the new face that you guys see in the room. When I go grudge racing, not only do I go to see the cars, but I go to see Sham. I'm going to go to see Skin. I'm going to go to see Perm. I want to see my brothers that I ain't seen in a long time. I want to laugh and joke. You know, this is, for the viewers at home, I don't think you understand or get a full appreciation for what Chuck Mack just said. We're like a family in this grudge racing stuff. I mean, truly. Now, I came up here to Chicago. Without Leroy, a lot of the stuff that I do, a lot of the traveling, a lot of things that I'm trying to accomplish would not be done. It could not get done. Larry, Leroy's brother, is the one that started calling me on the phone from Chicago to Georgia, and he embraced me. And Larry's the one that really pulled me in. You know what I mean? Without Larry, there would be no connection for Gunna Picks Multimedia and Chicago. I had a chance to stay with Big Drag. I mean, doors open. I'm boiling eggs at Drag stove like 3 o'clock in the morning, making deviled eggs all in the refrigerator, mayonnaise and the whole nine. You know what I mean? I'm over at Leon's house. You know what I mean? We're up also till like 4:30 in the morning. We're watching old. We running back to back old tapes. I mean, he pulling tapes after tapes out. He's letting me know what's going on in Indiana. He's also telling me about Drag, how man, it's just awesome. Now here I am, yo, man, Leroy, I'm in his house, eating fish sandwiches and whatnot. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
So it's a family thing. So for the people at home that don't really understand grudge racing, come out to a grudge event. Speak to the people. Now I'm gonna say, when you come out, just be people. Don't put on no fronts. Don't put on no airs. If you got questions, go and ask.
Yeah, I'll be the first to tell somebody when they front.
Oh, hey, Skin. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce Skin.
Infamous.
Another legend. You know what I mean?
Another legend.
That's right. I will say that.
Skin, you know what? I had a chance to talk to everybody. Trash talking extraordinaire.
Yes,
That's what
get him. It make you want to get him.
Hey man, yo, you know what? When we was at 41, Skin was over there with that referee shirt on and that damn whistle. I was like, yo, man, if this dude don't shut the hell up, blowing his whistle in my ear, and yo, he was getting nasty with y'all.
I came to track one night. He had a Burger King crown on.
No. That was the king crown. The white people gave me that crown. What's Delilah Doug? You know Delilah Doug? Delilah Doug, they went and found that said you the king and gave it to me, and I kept it in. Said I got it right now. I should have brought it with me, but I didn't know I was going to see you.
Hey, Skin. It's always a pleasure to see you, Skin. And Skin, if you got the crown, you should never take it out your car.
No, I used to keep it in my Trailblazer. I don't have it anymore, so.
You sold a Trailblazer.
But I keep it in the, sometimes I have it in the pickup truck. See, that's all I got. I ain't got these fast cars like these guys.
You know what, Skin? Hold on. But you know what? That's something else I want to touch on. Chicago has an awesome street racing scene. As we all know, a lot of the races, that's where they evolved from. The street racing scene, that's the background. Skin, let you go off with this, and then I want to holler at Perm. I know Perm also has a car. He's being quiet over there in the corner, but I got you, bro. Skin, can you give me some history also about the Chicago street racing scene?
What type of history you want?
But just give it to me raw. How far can you go back?
Man, I can go back at least 24 years.
24 years, talking.
24 years. South Chicago, the favorite scene. 79th and Stony Island, in White Castle. Used to meet up there all the time. Now, a lot of these guys, I don't remember them way back then, 24 years ago. I started meeting them, but I didn't really know them. Like one of Sherman buddies, Doc. Sherman. Sherman, one of the first guys I met, Sherman and Allen and Kevin, and there was a lot of guys. I'm talking about, it was a whole bunch of guys. Motorcycles, cars, whatever you wanted. They was ready to race. They'd meet at White Castle every Friday and Saturday night. It was jam-packed. And I really didn't care who I raced. We had a lot of slower cars back then, but I really didn't care who I raced. You know, it ain't like I didn't hate nobody. I didn't want to hurt nobody. I just talked a lot of shit. Because a lot of these guys don't know the object to racing. The object to racing is to make the other opponent think he can win. See, I'm going to make him think he can win. It don't matter who it is. If they want to race me, I might say I don't want to race him. I kind of like that guy. But I'm going to make them think they can win. I'm going to always act like I'm slower than I really am. All the time. It don't matter what kind of car I got. It could be a regular car. It could be two rental cars. We get two rental cars. I might run them head up. I'm just going to try that. But you know, a lot of these guys now, they want spots and all that, talking about I'm out driving. No, I ain't. They don't even understand. He might weigh 300 pounds and I weigh 130 pounds. I'm probably going to beat him, and I'm probably going to leave before him 9 times out of 10. But if he luck up and leave before me, it'd probably be a good race. I might not catch him, but I might catch him because of his weight. I might have a full tank of gas. I got a quarter tank of gas, and I weigh 130 pounds.
Skin, you're giving away too much, bro.
Message.
Skin, stop.
But I mean, I tell these guys, because I'm still going to beat them. If they go, I'm going to beat them. Because drag racing done went down, but we trying to get it back, but it done went down because people really ain't got the money like they had before.